A leader who has stood at the frontliness of cyber intelligence and community safety. It is our privilege to welcome Dr. Baskaran, SP, Cyber Retired, Community Coordinator, Cyber Division, Auroville Foundation, Ministry of Education, Government of India. I now invite Dr. Baskaran, beacon of integrity and innovation, to address this august gathering and illuminate us with his words.
இங்கே கூடியிருக்கிற அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய முதற்கண் வணக்கம். I welcome you all to the Science Forum. I submit my respect and salute to all seniors on the stage and off the stage, and also to all students. I have to salute Mr. Kannan for his initiative and dedication towards the principles of Veda, as he is one of the admirer of. My name is Dr. Baskaran. I am qualified with BSc Chemistry, Chemical Processing Instrumentation Control, Doctorate in Human Resource Management, and then I did my PGDCA and professional courses in CERT India, NIC and IT department. Also developed my own applications. Presently working as community coordinator come cyber in Auroville Foundation, Auroville Puduchery, Tamil Nadu, and also working as adjunct faculty in Rashtriya Raksha University of MHA in Puduchery. I am retired Superintendent of Police, Cybercrime, Puduchery Police. I worked in all police stations, and also I was the A to Z in police department, looking after IT since 91, and I had full experience in all fields of policing. I had a good experience. I had trained national security guards as police commando. In addition, I am an yogi, plus 4th Dan black belt in karate in the Panther style, and then I also learned gymnastics. I had my own education in NCC also, in junior division and senior division. So overall social combat and social security and those things I have been well experienced. I also worked in cotton grist by the Castrol. And it is a very great pleasure that Dr. Kannan, I was assisting Dr. Kiran Bedi, the then Lieutenant Governor at Rajnivas, Puduchery, as Chief Grievance Officer. At that time, Mr. Kannan Jagatala Krishnan, he had already remembering his own town and his father. Kannan came to meet Dr. Kiran Bedi, and he was explaining, since I have already in yogic way of life, whatever he told, initially I was surprised. And Dr. Kiran Bedi told, you tie up with Baskaran as he is an yogi. From that point onwards, we both connected. Initially, I was not able to believe the version what he was telling, because we were in a different state of mind, a different understanding. Because நான் குழந்தையிலேருந்து நான் வளர்ந்து நான் அந்த சீஃப் கிரீவன்ஸ் ஆஃபீஸர் அந்த பிளேஸில் இருக்கிற வரலையும் I learned only on the gravitational pull, and also I experienced only on the gravitational pull. Even though it is எங்கள் தாத்தா எங்கள் பாட்டி இவங்கெல்லாம் சொன்ன கதை, there was Mahabharatam, Ramayanam, and we have lot of epics, and there are lot of stories on Ravana and his flight and all, and it was just a glimpse to me, and I thought it is something on God's grace, some Chu Mantragali will go and things will go. But when Dr. Kannan explained to me about the gravitation, anti-gravitation, the gravitation within the molecule, the gravitation within the mass, object, the gravity within the molecule by nucleus, and the space how the materials are moved, how the force is acted, how the body is attracted and body is moved. And it is totally a different concept, how water flows, not able to understand clearly. Then I told, sir, you please wait. It is partly believable, partly non-believable. I don't know clearly about it, but I have to study a lot on this. From that period, I think it is 2019. Yeah, it is 2019 where we both got connected. I don't know, it may be on the spiritual nature, because his guru is not an ordinary person. He is a master of arts. So for me, I also, since I did my yoga since my age of 6, and my parents, my grandfather, I've been taught a lot of things, and I was closely associated with the Aravind Ashram, which is nearby to my house. And also since I was more impressed, and there is the symbol of the Sri Aurobindo, and I started learning deep into the signal and the version. In addition, I have already gone through the versions of different big saints, and finally understood Veda is nothing but the decryption or the message left out by our heritage to us, so that we need not spend time on that. The Indus Valley civilization prescribes on 4 Veda, Rig, Atharvana, Samaveda, which is a way of life. So as per the Indus Valley civilization, the way of life is the yogic way of life, which we interact with the Panchabhuta. So likewise, the Veda of Romans is a Bible, which the Christians follow. Likewise, the Veda of Muslims, the Islamic, it's called Quran. So all Vedas are the descriptions, decrypted by the saint, sadhus of the respective people to their heritage. So when those things were studied in light with the assistance of the findings of of Dr. Kannan, and also the findings of Sri Aurobindo, Sri Vivekananda, so it was very clear that all this religion and then the race are nothing but the vehicles to travel, the media of traveling. But the space is totally different. This also represents two triangles meeting each other. One is the brain and the other is the heart. If the heart is really focusing on the brain, then the oneself with this heart is purely touching the brain by curtailing the sense organs. What the heart should be filled and it should reach the brain. Automatically, if we feel that we are divine, automatically brain drives us towards. Subconscious brain is nothing but whatever taught to us, whatever we have learnt from the childhood till this age, all are stored in our brain. So the subconscious brain is a processor which plugs out management of information system. So likewise, these Jagat Gurus were been telling various things which they have experienced. So the oneself has to reach his brain through his heart, so that active brain he can go and reach his subconscious brain, and from subconscious brain he has to reach the unconscious brain, that is the Savanilai. Any priest who is being, meditation, these are all the words which we use that are different. The words which are using, we should not take in a simple way. Whatever the language is different from everything. The chemistry language is different from physics language is different from the biology language. The Tamil language is different from Telugu different. So in each language, every word means differently. So likewise here, meditation, concentration, are all mostly we compare each other. Here it is nothing that. Focusing the art towards the brain to reach the subconscious brain. From the subconscious brain, we have to reach the unconscious brain. That is, we should become unconscious. So that from the unconscious, we can go to the superconscious. This is the main theory which has been put forward. So that, as per Vedanta Maharishi, we can reach the universe. So, as per the universe, as per Dr. Kannan, what he told, in the universe, the mass is only some small percentage, whereas the black space is the more than 70%. It is true. The people who have reached such thing, heart to conscious, to subconscious, to unconscious, to superconscious, they only can see the space. So these Jagat Gurus have already reached those places and identified there the formula which our Kannan Jagadishan has been, the Kannan Jagatala Krishna has obtained, that is E is equal to mw square. I think I missed somewhere else. The same thing it is. It is mostly a reliable and tends to be acceptable, where the entire celestial movements, as per the Hindu Veda, we are having the scale and we are having our calendar. We are having the Panchangam. In that Panchangam, we have calculated on the one solar world, but it has been told that there are 7 into 7, 49 14 solar worlds. We are focusing on our solar world, where the calculation which pertains, which has been observed by those people, are till just calculated and replaced for every year. And based on the calculation, the whatever forecast is being identified is purely reflected. So, in the space, there is a force where see the sun, see the moon, and those things are wide apart as per our knowledge, because we ourselves cannot see the sun. There's a very long space. But those people have reached the space and examined where things are there. See, those things are revolving around the sun in a particular force. There, as per the object is concerned, earth, sun, whatever it may be, they are having their own gravitational pull and containing and restraining the thing in a mass. Likewise, the space has its own gravity and got this thing. So, the space occupation, the space pulling, and these things are only replacement of energy from a place to the other. So, the type of research which has been explained by Mr. Kannan is somewhat, I feel it is acceptable. And the way he attempts to explain the events are also very nice. Opportunity that Mr. Kannan, while working as a director for academic and research in Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan group of institutions, he invited me for the sessions. The first session is on the cyber, because I was holding the subject cyber and control room and other things. Likewise, I met that Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan group head, Mr. Srinivasan. See, he is a person who had not had a good education. But his willingness, interest, involvement and dedication to make his society to get educated had made him to expand his wings to the bigger thing. And that was identified by Mr. Kannan. And he told me about his activities. Then immediately I went to and attended this thing. And likewise, this E is equal to mw square formula, where he is focusing the science of the 21st century. It's called new science. But really what I feel, it is not a new science. It is an ancient science. Because the Ravana and the others, they used the flight. At that time, whether they had fuel, I don't know. I don't have any idea about the fuel or industry, how they extracted. But things were done. They flew, it is true. So all these ambience and the existing, the infrastructure and the geographical status proves their existence, and people believe. So not only that, the Ravana was having his, house on a big rock which is around some 260 meters big stone. But in the upper layer he had his own swimming pool. There, the physics, you understand the physics what he had. He had drilled a hole, see how ordinary drilling on a small wood is difficult. Now he had drilled a hole in the 260 meter length stone, rock, and then made an hydraulic system connecting the hole to the river. And the river is of two types. One is, so we should not go in, but there are two types of river in which he had maintained the level of his swimming pool. Even during rainy season it will not rise, and even during summer it will not dry down. The level is maintained. So how the science was advanced in those days, he had felt and detected the flow of river. Accordingly, he had made an hydraulic system, natural hydraulic system, no power system was used. But really, what was the technique they used, I don't know. But now, Dr. Kannan, who was exploring on the anti-gravity, we had a discussion, and during the discussion he had also experienced, and we discussed on the existence of Ravana and the existence of his kingdom and how the technology was there during his period. So I hereby really appreciate Mr. Kannan and the thesis and then today's topic, building blocks of living being, up quarks, not cells. How death occurs will be explained in the keynote presentation. See, this is this thing. I hereby salute all the participants and the dignitaries on the dais on the same, and I really I submit my sorry, because since my father has died, I could not able to come there, and this Saturday is the 7th day, so kindly make a prayer to my father's soul. And I hereby thank Mr. Kannan Jagdishan and also the other guest, Dr. Annamalai or Murugesan, and other people for providing an opportunity to speak in this session. And if any question and answers is there, I am ready to answer. Thanks for the opportunity given. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your presence. Remarkable words for lighting our minds today.